G'day, it's Sean here. Welcome to the second episode of the Sierra Short Trips, where I'm playing through a few Sierra games, sharing a few anecdotes from my book, The Sierra Adventure, and just, having a bit of fun playing through a few games. So, today I thought I'd play Thexder. Thexder is the second game I ever played on the PC, Heroes Quest being the first. And this holds a bit of a special place in my heart, but also, unlike Heroes Quest, which I've played a lot of times over the years, I have rarely played Thexder again. I'm not exactly a reflex person when it comes to games, so I haven't really played Thexder for a while. Really enjoying having a bit of a play of this, actually, so let's get into it. Do you have a joystick? Nope. And of course, Moonlight Sonata. Through the PC speaker, or in my case, an emulated PC speaker. So copyright 1987 by Sierra Online. Now we've got to remember about this game is that it's actually a Japanese port. So Ken had gone to Japan to find a new market to sell Sierra games and managed to do that, but also came away with a pile of games that he wanted to port to the American market and bring to the American market, so the English-speaking market, and Thexder was the first one. Now, Thexder turned out to be Sierra's biggest-selling title of 1987. It sold over 1 million copies in its lifetime, which is unprecedented numbers for the era. Now, I love this game. It's a bit unique in arcade-type games on the PC. It's got... I am so not good at these games. So obviously you can jump, which is great, and it feels a bit like Gravity because you are in space, so that's pretty cool. But also if you hit the down arrow on the keyboard, you change into a plane, and again spacebar to fire. And if you touch a surface while you're as the plane, it turns back into the man, or the robot, whatever. Now there's something here, that's it. Haha, I did that from memory. It's interesting that the music stops when you actually fire. So as I said, this was a very, very successful title for Sierra. Obviously, nowhere near that. Very successful title for Sierra, and they made quite a few games with Game Arts. They licensed the titles from Game Arts. Thexder, Zeliard, Sylphid, Thexder 2 was Firehawk, which is probably a better game actually. But this one's nostalgic for me, so that's why I thought I'd give it a bit of a play today. See how far I can actually get without dying, because as I've said a couple of times, I'm not very good at these games. And this also sort of harks back a bit to the original sort of Sierra model. You know, we think of Sierra and we think of adventure games, but they weren't always adventure games. You know, a lot of the early games were arcade games for the Apple II. This game was actually ported to the Apple II. And so this is sort of a bit of a return to form, actually, after the sort of Atari game crash of the mid-80s, when they really consolidated is the word there. They really consolidated their output to a few adventure games that they knew would make some money, what had traditionally worked for them. They, oh, about to die again. By this stage they were branching out, you know, the money troubles weren't as bad, or they'd gone by this stage, so all these ones with the black dot in the middle were harder. I'm about to die. I just pay so little attention to my health in these games, that's the problem. Yeah, so Sierra had sort of returned a bit to form. They had some uh, capital come in by this stage, some money, some investors had come in, and they were expanding their output, making a bit more money. So it was actually quite a good time for Sierra, and as I said, this was surprisingly one of their biggest selling games. Nope, game over. And that's the great thing about this game. Game over, that's it. Isn't that interesting? You know, there's no saves. You just play it through like an arcade game, like an actual arcade game on the machine. You know, as in an arcade. So, you know, I'm out of credits. There I am, back to the beginning. So that is as much of Thexder as I'm going to play, and I've realised why I haven't played it again for 20 years, and that's basically because I suck at these sort of games. So I hope you've enjoyed this. There's a little bit of information in the Sierra Adventure, in the book I've written about Thexder, in particular about the chapter's actually called Journey to the East, where Ken visits Japan and buys these games. So there's a bit of information in there. I hope you have an opportunity, you purchase a book and enjoy reading it. Otherwise, I hope you're enjoying these videos, and we'll see you next time. See you later.